Crash Bandicoot. I like to think somewhere in the early 1990s, a bunch of dudes in suits sat around a table and someone pitched, what if we gave a 10-year-old crack? Originally released in 1996, Crash Bandicoot follows the story of Crash Bandicoot.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Whatever that is. In his journey to, actually I don't really know, get a woman? Today I'll be playing the remastered, which was released in 2017, part of the Insane trilogy, with updated graphics and more frustration. One of the main causes of that frustration is how they nerfed the jump from the original to make it a bit shorter and more precise. But will that be enough for me to smash my controller? Maybe. Let's find out. The game starts as we watch a character from The Simpsons as he's in Dr. Doofenshmirtz's lair making a sandwich. But then his rodent escapes and the goons capture Britney Spears. Homina, homina! So much going on already, oh my god. But the premise of the game is to run through these structured levels collecting things called Wumpa fruits, which just kind of look like mangoes to me, and then breaking all the boxes which help you collect gems. Though things like mangoes and boxes are extra, so you don't really have to if you don't want to. But let's begin, shall we? But the first level, we wake up hazy on some random beach, just like the morning after my bachelor party. The first level gives you a feel for the game, where you have to jump over gaps, spin the bad guys, and then miss a bunch of boxes because obviously you got a skill issue. We move on and beat up Pepe Le Pew, Old Man, and the piranha plant from Mario, and meet an Aztec who's better at blocking than half of the Ravens' offensive line.
Jackson. Flipped it at the last moment.
We play the boulder level, and there's an Indiana Jones reference here, but like, that's way too easy to make. Now, I've been making way too many of those jokes lately anyway. I'm not gonna do it. I won't. I refuse. Okay, I'm gonna do it. And then we fight Papu. Daddy. Papu Papu is the first boss, and it's really just a fat guy. Like, I could beat up a fat guy, right? But this fat dude comes with a fatter crack than what I see on my sidewalks. Bro, we need to censor that. Then we move on to a continuation of that first level from earlier, because you really like those Rolling Stones, right? Rollin', rollin', rollin'. We become a hog rider from Clash of Clans, and this level has always been infamous for being one of the first tough levels that you get. No!
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine.
But the next level is the first real big challenge you're gonna get in this game. Not to say the whole first part was not challenging, because it can be, for sure, if you're new to the game. But the length and precision of this level can be daunting. So that's why I skip part of it by running out of bounds. But then I get greedy at the end because I saw an extra life, and I really wanted it. I've fallen all the way down. It was so worth it though. But the beginning levels are really just the introduction and the easy part of the game to allow you to kind of get the feel for it. Right after this, the game basically takes no mercy on you and the real fun begins. We fight Ripperoo, and honestly, he just like me for real. A little loony, a little crazy, a little explosive. But we beat him and send him blasting off again. But as you can tell, as the levels go on, the difficulty does get more and more difficult, as well as the mechanics getting more and more stupider. Like, how come whenever Crash sees the Geico Gecko, he just decides to turn around and walk off a cliff? Like, dude, I'm not even holding right on the stick. Where are you going? We run through the Temple of Doom and breeze through the next bridge level. I only died 9 times. I counted. We scout out the area of the next level. It gives me a heart attack. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We were scouting the area. And then the invincibility gets me killed. No! The invincibility got me killed because it stopped my momentum. And then we fight a koala who's clearly skipped leg day. All of this said, we've made it to the final island and the final set of challenges, such as the trampoline park, the sonic chemical plants, and this dark level that just makes me feel like I have worse depth perception than Velma without her glasses.
I can't see without my glasses.
Right after that, we come across the level that was blatantly ripped off of the old Mario cabinets. Dude, if you just replace this dude's face with Donkey Kong, it's the same thing. Then we fight Ratatouille with a gun.
It's kind of like a...
And dang, dude, that is some bulletproof furniture, bro. IKEA is stepping up their game. And then right after that, we come to the turtle level. This is the infamous one for making people rage and cry. Right off the break, they give you 2 lives to start with just to insult you. But if you've never played this level before, let me give you a synopsis. You will die. Fucking get me. If you are not okay with losing video games, this will teach you to be okay with losing video games, or you will actually throw your console out the window. And honestly, beating the whole level without getting a game over should give you a Nobel Prize. But after many attempts, we finally finished that one and are able to move on. And if you thought that level was hard, the next level, you scale the entire side of a castle. And from the beginning to the end, there's only one checkpoint. Dude, there's legit more checkpoints from here to Mexico. And the level isn't just hard, it wants to punish you. It wants to break you. There are these spikes throughout the level that if you fall, it doesn't want to give you hope that you could land somewhere and recover. These spikes are everywhere, and you will land on them, and you will die, and you will be sent back to the beginning of the level because it hates you. But fortunately, we got through that one and moved on. We played the next level in the dark, and then we do Temple of Doom 2. Actually, wouldn't Temple of Doom 2 just be The Last Crusade? Then we have to suffer through this next level that I could have skipped earlier if I got the green gem in an earlier level, but I suck, so here's me dying again. Why am I trying to jump that? After that, we fight Dr. Nitrous, who throws some flubbers at us.
It's flubber!
He gets a little thirsty too, and then becomes the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, you hear that? Yeah? That's the Disney copyright alarm. They're coming for you. You better start running. And then leave it to me to go back to the first level to collect a couple masks just in case, because I was having some trouble. And then at that point, that's where I beat it without getting hit. We get baited by a few trap doors and then come to the hardest level in the game. All right, you guys ready for the hardest level in the whole game? There's a reason why it's called the Great Hall. This level is so abysmal, catastrophically difficult. Ready? Full concentration, no bothering me. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! And then we finally get to the final boss. And well, for a final boss, it really wasn't all that much, to be honest. Like, the pig from that bridge level killed me more than the final boss did. He should be the final boss. But Crash saves the day, and he gets to go see some Bandicoot titties or something. I don't know. Was there even a story to this game? I don't think so. The post-game for the game generally comes down to going back through all the levels and trying to collect all the boxes that you missed before, as well as doing these time trials where you try to beat the level in a certain amount of time. However, with this game already being as difficult as it is, trying to do these two additional things becomes even more difficult and is probably saved for somebody who's really serious about gaming. And lastly, there's this DLC level called Stormy Ascent, which was deemed too difficult for the original game. However, gamers hearing that were like, give it to me, please. I need that. Yes, let me play that. But I beat this game in about 2 hours. I know speedrunners have got it down to even less than an hour, but if it's your first time playing, you can expect to put way more time into it than that. But as much as this game tears you apart, it is very generous with the fact that it throws you a ton of extra lives, so you get to just keep trying. But when people say this game is just like Dark Souls, they do have a point. Dark Souls is a game where it is combat based and you're meant to die a lot. Crash Bandicoot is platforming based, but you're still definitely meant to die a lot. But just like with both games, you learn something from each death, use that to your advantage, adapt, and then get better as you continue trying. If it wasn't obvious, this wasn't my first time playing through this game, and in the past I did go through and completely platinum it, so I have a bit of bias when I say I do adore this game. But playing through it again, I can't believe how much I've actually recommended this game to my friends, because I know not everybody is going to have the same patience I do to die 78 times before completing one level. But if you're up for a bit of a challenge and love platformers, or you just need something to be mad at that isn't one of your step parents, Crash Bandicoot is definitely the game for you.